Causes of Quit India Movement, Chapter 7. There are two causes of Quit India Movement: the failure of the Cripps mission, and the second one is Japanese threat. Before I will explain you about the failure of the Cripps mission, let me give you a little introduction about Cripps mission. To break the political deadlock in India, British Prime Minister Winston Churchill sent a member of the British cabinet or a member of the war cabinet, Sir Stafford Cripps, on 11th March 1942 to India. To work out a formula for India's participation in the war first, and to consult all the political parties about partial transfer of power. For this purpose, he sent Sir Stafford Cripps. He stayed here from 22nd March to 11 April, and he proposed some provisions of constitutional reforms. What are those? The first one, India would be given a dominant status after the war. Secondly, a constituent assembly would be set up to draft a new constitution, which would consist of the members elected by the lower house of the Indian legislature and the representatives of the princely states. Third, there would be a federation of British India and Indian states. Fourth, the provinces would be free to join the Indian Union. Those who would not join, they would formulate their own constitution, which would have the same status as the Union of India. There were provisions for the protection of racial and religious minorities. And the Viceroy would remain as hitherto or responsible for the defense of the country. These were the provisions of Cripps mission. But almost all the parties and section of the people rejected all these proposals. The failure of the Cripps mission. Why the Cripps mission failed? Number one, the Cripps mission failed because it did not bring with it the promise of independence in near future. It did not mention any plan of political independence for India. Secondly, the plan proposed the partition of India. That's why the political parties did not agree with it. Third, the Muslim League opposed the creation of a single union. As the proposals did not accept Pakistan specifically. The Cripps proposals did not accept the two-nation theory and refused to recognize the right of self-determination of the Muslims. Next, the Hindu Mahasabha rejected proposals because it feared the partition of the country. The Sikhs, Anglo-Indians, Indian Christians and labor leaders, they also opposed because they did not provide sufficient safeguards for their interest. The people of the princely states had no right to send their representatives to the proposed constitution making body. Their representatives were to be selected by the rulers, not to be elected. The Congress also opposed the principle of non-accession of the provinces. Non-accession of the provinces. Gandhiji opposed the declaration and urged the working committee to reject it. Mahatma Gandhi described the Cripps mission or Cripps proposal as a post-dated check on a failing bank. The Congress wanted that all subjects, including defense, should be handed over to the national government. The Congress insisted on the immediate formation of national government with full responsibility. But Churchill's negative attitude made the Indians to start a new movement called Quit India movement. Because of all this, the Cripps mission failed. The failure of the Cripps mission, the first cause, most important cause of Quit India movement. Japanese threat. Japanese threat. In 1942, the Japanese army had attacked Burma and was marching towards Assam. Gandhiji said that the presence of British in India is an invitation to Japan to invade India. Their presence was working like a bat, and their withdrawal would remove the bat. The Indian leaders, they were anxious and curious to save their country from the Japanese invasion. So, all Indian leaders were convinced that it is the time for India's complete independence from British. India's safety and British too lies in the orderly and timely British withdrawal from India. So, Gandhiji decided to launch a movement asking British to quit India. And that movement came to be known as the Quit India movement. He thought that that would be the best time to strike for total independence. It would be better if India was independent before the Japanese decided to attack India. So this is all about your Japanese threat. Make a note of this Japanese threat. And 1 number, failure of the Cripps mission. Second number, Japanese threat, causes of Quit India movement 1942. Quit India resolution. The Wardha session of Congress in July 1942 adopted a resolution known as the Quit India Resolution. The resolution stated British rule in India must end immediately. Mahatma Gandhi asked the British to leave India in God's hand. The movement. It was in 1942 when the world was going through the havoc caused by the World War II. During that time, India too was facing the heat, and after the Cripps mission had failed, and on 8th August 1942, Mahatma Gandhi made a do or die call through the Quit India movement. Large protests and demonstrations were held all over the country. Immediately after that, Gandhi and other Congress leaders were arrested and taken to unknown destinations. Gandhi gave the call, do or die, in his speech delivered at the Gwalior Tank Maidan, now popularly known as August Kranti Maidan. Aruna Asapalli, the grand old lady of the independence movement, is known for hosting the Indian flag at the Gwalior Tank Maidan in Mumbai during the Quit India movement. This Quit India movement was conducted in 3 phases. The first phase, there were urban revolt marked by strikes, demonstrations, boycott, picketing, which were quickly suppressed. Gandhiji was imprisoned, arrested and taken to Aga Khan Palace in Pune, and almost all leaders were arrested in the first phase of Quit India movement. In the second phase, the focus shifted to the countryside. First phase, it was confined within the urban areas. Second phase spread to countryside, which witnessed a major peasant rebellion marked by destruction of communication systems such as railway tracks, stations, telegraph wires and poles, attacks on government buildings or any other visible symbol of colonial authority. So this movement, second phase, all this destruction. Last phase witnessed the formation of national government or parallel government in isolated areas like Balia, Tamluk and Satara. So these are the 3 phases, and here in this Quit India movement, Muslim League, the Communist Party of India and the Hindu Mahasabha did not support the movement. The Indian bureaucracy also did not support the movement. It was suppressed in a severe manner. The demonstrators were machine gunned and even bombed from the air. Prisoners were tortured. Police arrested thousands of people and killed. 60,000 people were arrested by the end of 1942. 10,000 were killed and 60,000 were arrested. So these are the proceedings, progress of the Quit India movement. Let us know the significance of the movement. Quit India movement made independence of India as the only agenda of the national movement. It proved that there could be no retreat and future negotiations could only be on the manner of the transfer of power. The first significance of Quit India movement was it demonstrated the depth that nationalist feeling had reached in the country and great capacity for struggle and sacrifice that people had developed. That means it deep rooted the nationalist feeling in the mind of Indians. The movement made British realize that they would no longer find it possible to rule India against the wishes of the people. Third, it became a mass uprising. Before attaining independence, people from all parts of India took part in the processions and demonstrations. The Hindus, Muslims, Sikhs, Christians, Parsis, and even people from the princely states participated. It became a mass movement. Here, the common people played a major role. Fourth, this movement strengthened the Congress Socialist Party because of its heroic role in the movement. After the suppression of the Quit India movement, the constitutional question remained dormant till the close of the war in 1945. It exposed high-handedness of government. After the suppression of the Quit India movement in 1942, there was hardly any political activities inside the country till the war ended in 1945. The leaders of national movement were in jail and no new leaders arose to take their place to give a new lead to the country. So these are the significance, importance. Once again I am repeating. It kept the Congress united. It became a mass movement. The British realized that they would no longer rule India against the wishes of the people. British realized it would not be able to continue governing India for long and therefore started thinking of ways to exit India in a peaceful and respectable manner. The movement got support from a vast variety of people: students, teachers, laborers, business people, villagers, government officials, policemen, ladies, all took part in it. Uniting India, gradual and slow transition from mini-scale minority of freedom seekers to mass organization of freedom seekers. So these are the significance and importance of Quit India movement. Thank you, children.